Suppose the hood is already opened. Notice on top of the headlight there is that one bracket right there and the other bracket right here. We'll grab the first bracket and then lift it upwards. There it is, we got the first bracket pulled out. Now what we will do is we'll take out the second one, which is right here. We'll again grab it and then pull it outwards. There it is. Once both the brackets are pulled out, now we'll grab the headlight and then slightly pull it outwards. Just like that, the headlight is pulled out. Behind the headlight, notice there's that cover right here. And also notice there is a metal bracket that's holding on to this cover. All we have to do is just push that metal bracket. Just like that, once that metal bracket is pulled out, we lift the cover upwards and then slide it out. There you notice the cover is taken apart. Behind the cover, notice these are the two bulbs right there. We will take out the low beam bulb first. What we will do is grab it and then turn it counterclockwise. Then we pull the bulb outwards. There it is. That is how we take out the bulb along with the plug. Now to take out the bulb from the plug, notice there is that tab right there. All we have to do is just pull that tab outwards and also pull out the bulb in the meantime. Just like that, that is how we take out the bulb. In my case, the bulb is good, so I'll be installing it back. But in your case, if you have a new bulb and you want to install it back, just make sure we never touch the glass portion of the bulb. Our hands have some sort of grease, and if we end up touching the glass portion, that grease will actually stay on the glass, and down the road while the bulb is heated up, it could burn the bulb, and we are trying to avoid doing that here. Now suppose you want to install the bulb back, just make sure that this tap side of the bulb matches with the tap side of the plug right there. So we'll go ahead and punch in the bulb inside the plug and then press it to a point until we hear a clicking sound. There it is, the bulb is completely in. Now we'll go ahead and punch in the plug where we took it out from. We make sure the plug is completely in first. You may have to wiggle a little bit, making sure it's completely in. Also make sure it's completely in from all over the edges, like from here and also from there. And it seems like it's completely in. Once the bulb is completely in, only then we will turn it clockwise to install it firm and strong. Just like that, and notice it's not coming out anymore. Once we are done with the low beam bulb, now we will take out the high beam bulb, which is right here. Same process applies for this bulb as well. We grab and then turn it counterclockwise. Then we pull the plug outwards. There's the bulb along with the plug taken out. Now this bulb is slightly different from the other one. It has tabs on these two sides. So what we do is we pull out both of those tabs outwards. We got one pulled out. Similar way we'll pull out the other tab. Once both the tabs are pulled out, now we will pull out the plug. There it is. That is how we take out the high beam bulb. Again, we do not touch the glass portion because of the grease staying there, and down the road it will burn the bulb. Now again, in my case the bulb is good, so I'll be installing it back. But in your case, if you have a new bulb and you want to install it back, just make sure on the plug there is that gap right there, here at the front, and from the back there is no gap. It's just a plain cover. So make sure the side that has that gap right there, it is towards the tab side of the bulb. So we'll go ahead and punch in the bulb in the plug, and then we will press it down until both of these tabs are completely in. There it is. Now we'll go ahead and punch this bulb back where we took it out from. Again, we make sure the bulb is completely in first. I apologize if my hand is coming at the front. This is a very tight spot and it's actually a little difficult to punch in the camera in that spot right there. Make sure the bulb is completely in. Once it's completely in, only then we will turn it clockwise to install it firm and strong. There I was able to turn it clockwise. Also here I'm making sure it's also not coming out anymore. Once both the bulbs are completely in, now we'll go ahead and punch this cover back. We'll slide in the cover under that metal portion first, just like that. Once the cover is slided in, do make sure from the edge of this side, the cover should go completely in. Just like that. Once the cover is completely in from all over the edges, now we will go ahead and put back this metal bracket. It has to come all the way to this side right there. That bracket is in. Also make sure the other side bracket is in place as well. Now we are good to go ahead and punch in the tail light back. We'll punch in the left side first. Once the left side is in, then we will get the remaining of headlight in place. In my case, I had to wiggle back and forth until I was able to completely put back the headlight where it was. There it is. Also make sure the headlight is completely in from the right side as well. Once we see the headlight is in place, only then we will go ahead and punch both of these brackets back where we took them out from. Also make sure to push the tail light inwards, and then we go ahead to punch in the longer bracket first. Make sure to install the bracket straight in that position right there, then slide it all the way down until it completely goes in. Just like that, we got the bigger bracket completely in. Now we'll punch in the smaller bracket and it goes in that spot right there. Again, we place it straight in that spot right there and then slide this bracket all the way down. I noticed for the smaller bracket, I had to wiggle back and forth until I was able to completely get it in. There it is, we got the second bracket in place as well. Also, you would notice the headlight is firm and not coming out. With that, we are done with the replacement of high beam and low beam bulb. If this video helps you in any way, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel.